Jennifer Connelly, the Oscar-winning actress famous for films like A Beautiful Mind and Requiem for a Dream, has a new movie out next week. The film is Shelter, and it's a collaboration with her husband, actor-director Paul Bettany.
It follows a homeless couple from two different worlds in New York City and is being praised as immensely powerful and provocative. For this weekend's Sunday Morning, Tracy Smith spoke to Connelly about how she might be prepared for this film.
The movie goes to some really dark places. Are you able to shake it off at the end of the day?
I'm not very good at not thinking about work, to be honest with you. Like, shake it off in that I'm not trying to stay in a mood. I'm not trying to carry a feeling with me. I try not to do that even on set, because I find then it's just exhausting, and I wind up sort of trying to muscle something, and I don't find that that really works well for me. So I don't try to hold on to a state. But it's hard for me to let go of a project. I mean, I do, because I go home and I'm thrilled to go home to my family, and my kids and my family is often with me when I'm working, literally, coming to set and visiting, and, but I do ruminate. I do, sort of go through what we've done in a day and kind of take inventory of what's happened, and then it's hard for me to stop thinking about what's coming up.
Does it keep you up at night?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah. Are you a little obsessive about it?
Maybe just a little bit.
But clearly that works for you.
I'm fastidious.
You're fastidious.
I think so. I think so.
And Tracy joins us now from our Los Angeles bureau. Tracy, I've been a huge fan of Jennifer Connelly going back to Career Opportunities and The Rocketeer. I've always felt that she's one of our great underrated actresses. This is a directional debut for her husband, Paul Bettany. What inspired the story?
Great question. Paul he wrote the film as well, and he wanted to do something about judgment. And they had a homeless couple that was living near their New York City apartment. They saw them every day, and then after Hurricane Sandy, the couple disappeared. And it got them thinking about the tenuous lives that, New York City's 60,000 homeless people lead, and that's what inspired the film.
Tracy, how was their partnership reflected in the film? How much of the collaboration was this project for them?
Oh my goodness. Well, they shot it really quickly in 21 days, wow. So it was very intense. And the amount of preparation, I mean, she talks about how fastidious she is with her roles, the amount of preparation that they both went through. I mean, she spent time with Coalition for the Homeless. She spent time with the New York Needle Exchange program because the person she portrays is a heroin addict. Mm-hmm. And she went so far as to, Paul tells this story, she went so far as to use a real hypodermic needle. They have those collapsible props that you can use, mm-hmm. but that wasn't enough for Jennifer. She wanted to actually stick the needle into her flesh, wow. To make it that real. I mean, they get really into it. And the collaboration is wonderful, and at the same time, it's a love story, and so you see how much perhaps their own love story is reflected in it, the way she looks at this man. You could see that maybe that's the way that she looks at her husband as well. I mean, it's a very sweet, powerful film.
Tracy, I was saying earlier how big of a fan I am of Jennifer Connelly. She was a child model. She's been acting since she was 11 years old. She won that Oscar for A Beautiful Mind. A lot of people, for a lot of people, that put her on their radar. But she's been doing this for so long, and she's always been very, very good in Mulholland Falls. Has this been a life career trajectory for her ever since A Beautiful Mind?
Oh my goodness, since before that. I mean, she was 11 years old when she was in Sergio Leone's epic Once Upon a Time in America.
Yes, great movie.
And I think after that, she certainly had the bug where she knew that this is what she wanted to do. But the Oscar, I mean, when she got that script, she said she made a little pact with God. If you just give me this part, I won't ask you for anything else, which now she says, of course, she didn't live up to. But she said that just, it was a life-changing film. And also, she met Paul on the set of A Beautiful Mind. They didn't start dating then, but that's when they met, and he tells a wonderful, very sweet story about how he knew that she was the one a little bit later on.
Nice. Well, we look forward to checking that out on Sunday, this Sunday, Tracy. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, Tracy.
Thank you.
And you can see Tracy's full conversation with Jennifer Connelly this weekend on Sunday Morning.